Hello, it's been a while. We've been trying to do a collab for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been trying to do this for a while, but we couldn't really find something to do, so we just decided to do an animation thing. And we're gonna talk about our childhood stories. You want to go first, or you want me to tell mine first?
You go first.
I was an escape artist by I ran into the middle of the road by like the age of 3. So the first time I think the door was just left open and I just ran and like the cops found me and they somehow brought me home. The second time I lived in an apartment and somehow I unlocked the door, went downstairs and just skedaddled. I don't know what happened. And I guess some old lady found me. She got really mad at my mom. And then the third time, I kind of forgot. I think I was like playing outside and I saw something and I didn't know what it was. So I became Curious George and chased it. Yeah, and then the cops found me again. So I got lucky 3 times. I could have been, I don't know, in Alaska right now.
My question is, why are you running all the time?
I Curious George. I like that show. Tell the story now.
All right. So when I was little, we were playing at the park, and I really liked the idea of Black Panther. You know how if you were able to skip a monkey bar in kindergarten, you were cool.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just used to do them for fun.
Explains a lot, but
What?
we would. I thought I could skip three in a row and just make it to the end.
Oh,
So you had to jump in order to like I'm hanging and
did you at least touch
I
it?
jumped. I did. I
Oh,
jumped.
that's something right there.
I jumped. I hit my head on one of the bars because of how I jumped up, and then I
Gnarly.
busted my middle finger trying to reach it, and then I fell on
Ooh,
the ground. Superintendents that was out there on the playground, they're like, "Are you okay?" I was like,
dang. It was like kind of around this time actually. Like it was ever really cold. I was so sick. I was so sick. I should not be going to school. But my mom did not care. Anyways, she brought me to school even though I was like half dead on life support. And everyone was like, "Bro, why are you here?" I was like 6 or 7. And I went to recess. Yeah, that's what they called it. I forgot. So I went to the little playground structure with my one friend. I was just standing on top of like there's like a little platform with slides and stuff. So
"Yep."
I was standing on that, and my friend was like below me, and I was looking at him. And I don't know what happened, but out of nowhere, I was like, "I don't feel so good," and I blacked out. I don't even know what happened. I was so sick that somehow I just passed out. Like I just fell to the ground. Well, this is what they said, my friend. They said I fell to the ground and that they got somebody and they had to put me in a wheelchair to bring me to this one room and they were just checking up on me,
All
right?
right, my turn. Okay. Dirt bikes. Well, my cousins, when I was back in Texas, they would mess with me. They'll call me names, but they're
Dang.
cousins. It's what they do. So I want to prove them wrong. They showed me the dirt bike, and then they revved it, and it was loud. I was like, I'm not getting on that beast. So we're on the street in front of his house, and then they said you weren't able to turn like as if it was an actual motorcycle, cause you'll fall off. I got on the thing. After they called me mama's boy, I revved it, and I set off at lightning speed. And then I forgot what they said about not turning around. So I did a Tokyo drift. And then instead of drifting, the bike fell over on top of my leg. And the gears and the motor was still on. And the gears sliced through my leg. They had to carry me to the hospital. And then I got like 14 stitches. And it was all swollen. And now there's like a mark right there. But yeah, I never got on another bike again.
That's what's up. I did something like that, but I was going downhill and I did a front flip.
Oh, that's
I
terrible.
had like 5 seconds of airtime. It was awesome until I fell. Anyways, this one was kind of recently. Well, when I used to go to school, like in middle school still. And honestly, the last couple days, I was just trolling, bro. I did not want to be there. Like I would do stupid stuff. I climbed on the roof one. Oh, let me be quiet. I climbed on the roof one time. Don't tell anybody. My mom doesn't know. Anyways, it was lunch, right? Walking around, and there was this group of people were making a pile of leaves because why not? And I was like, I could jump in that, so I fully jumped in there, like whole body and everything, like no holding back. I was in there. And I jumped.
All
It
right.
was like, all right, that was pretty fun. So I went on with my day. The lunch ended with a whole bell and everything. Right. I was walking back, kind of towards the direction of the pile, and I saw everyone was like throwing leaves at each other and stuff. And I was like, oh, the pile's still there. I'm finna jump on it. So I ran towards the pile, full speed, Mach speed. I was trolling so much, I had my backpack in the front because I was just weird, I
Oh my
guess. Like I had
gosh.
a front pack, yeah. So and it was
uh,
heavy. It was actually pretty heavy. I don't know why it was that heavy. I don't know what I had in there. I ran at it full speed, backpack in front of me, backpack on my belly basically. And what I did was so stupid. I jumped, but I tried to do I leaned back, so I land on my back, and I was in the air for like 2 seconds, like hornas. Hold on.
Why would you do that?
Horizontal, right? I was basically laying down in the air as I was jumped Mach speed and boom. And since there wasn't that many leaves, since everyone was throwing them at each other, since it was basically just ground at that point, there was no pile. I fell and the backpack like hit my stomach and it hurt my back. I lost gas, I lost my breath. No, 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 no. I lost my breath, right? I couldn't not breathe. I was going like that. Since the bell rang, everybody just left. I was just dying on the ground while everyone was walking away, walking past me too. Like, yo, I'm dying over here on the ground. Everyone's gone basically. The field is empty, and I just like army soldiered my way back to math class.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then I said my stomach hurt and I went home.
Alright. So, you know Christmas Tree Lane?
I think so. I think I went there.
There was a truck I was in. They let us go in the back of the truck,
Whoa.
and there was people handing out candy canes and hot cocoa. I was like, I want some of that. It took 3 minutes for us to get to where they were doing the hot cocoa and candy canes and stuff. There was no more. There was other people selling some on the other side of the street. So I was like, now's my chance. I hopped out the back of the trunk. No one knows where I'm going. They're oblivious to the situation. How much for one of those? They said $5. I was like, oh, I didn't have no money. So I had to go back. And then a bunch of cars were just honking at me. And then some guy on a bike, he was going through all the things. And then I was walking. And then I look because I see a super big bright light. I look and then he hit me.
Damn.
I got whammed. He like hit me and I bounced back and he's like, "Oh, you alright, kid?" I acted like I was the coolest person in the world, but when I got back to the truck, man, the definition of pain.
You bounced like a bouncy ball on the ground?
Yeah.
That is crazy work. I think that was 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should have done this a long time ago. Want me to do an outro or you want to try it?
All right. Bye, guys. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.
Hold on, redo. read it.
All right. Bye, guys. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy watching. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.